Hey yo, what up guys? Meta Investigator here. I have another great project for ya. The project which actually makes me sad or even angry with myself, because I've seen it before way back in 2021, but somehow I missed it. Fortunately, we are still really early and this week is a great moment to get in. But obviously, nothing you'll see here is a financial advice. Keep in mind that you always need to do your own research before you invest your money, and also don't invest money you can't afford to lose. And now, without further ado, let's get to the meat. Or cheese, I should say.
Get ready for a deep dive.
So, what is the game about? It's a semi-cooperative 3D isometric team-based multiplayer game using Unreal Engine 5, where you can be either on the mouse hero's side and use your guns, dash or some other special abilities to reach the final room and steal the cheese from this haunted castle, or you can play as a ghost and try to kill them before they reach this stinky tidbit. But that's not all. The most fun starts actually with your death. Yep, if you won't make it and get killed by an axe, a barrel or piano or anything else, you become a ghost and now you want to kill your friends. How cool is that? This gameplay reminds me of Crawl, which you can buy really cheap on Steam, what I highly recommend doing and trying it with friends. If you are not a total degenerate and still haven't. Anyway, let's get back to the project. The winning team earns some points and, the most importantly, MHT tokens, which we'll talk about later. Right now, let's focus on NFTs. There are 3 types of them in the game. First of all, mouse heroes, obviously. The white paper says that there are 4 types of rarity: common, rare, epic and legendary. But if you go to the marketplace, you can actually see that instead of common, there are Genesis and heroic. This can be quite confusing at the beginning, but no worries guys, you have me to solve those puzzles for ya. A few months ago, people were able to buy NFTs with any rarity they wanted. That's why there are even legendary ones now on the marketplace. Fortunately, to prevent pay-to-win systems, devs decided to change this idea, and now the only booster pack you can buy is heroic, and you have a chance to find a mouse with any rarity inside according to this table. However, there were also Genesis boosters released, and they have a bit higher chance to drop better mice. To buy those boosters, you needed MHT tokens, which you could get either from CDFI IDO, really cheap, or swapping your BUSD on PancakeSwap, what you can still do. But why would you do it if they are already minted, right? Well, we'll get to that soon. Each mouse will have 3 parts with some rarity type. Starting from the top, it's going to be a hat, which will give some passive ability like increased movement speed after taking damage or deflecting damage when using dash ability. Next is the fur, or actually clothes, which determine the base stats like health, movement speed, damage or personality trait like aggressive, which will allow the mouse to deal more damage after it takes some damage, or pyromaniac, giving a random chance of shooting fire bullets for a cost of taking more damage from fire. Finally, the weapon, giving some active abilities which you'll be able to use by pressing a button during the game. This can increase your movement speed or damage, give you some shield or reveal all ghosts for 5 seconds, and even stun them for some time. Of course, the rarity of each trait will determine its power. However, the game will mainly focus on player skill, and to avoid unfair games, developers came up with an idea that there will be a separate league for each of those rarity types. So for example, if you have a common mouse, all the other mice in this match will be common as well. And since I already mentioned ghosts, let's talk about the second type of NFTs. While playing as a ghost, you'll have to possess different kinds of objects and throw them or use them in some specific way depending on the object to kill those pesky mice. According to the roadmap, there will be a legendary ghost NFT presale on the 2nd quarter this year. But what happens if you have a common mouse and buy legendary ghost, right? The truth is that they are still working on possible solutions. You can even read in the white paper that they want to focus on the hero gameplay first, what I totally understand. The third type of NFTs is land. The presale should be also on Q2 this year, and after buying it you'll be able to build your own castle, which will give you a chance to make some passive income by letting some foolish mouse heroes inside and killing them. The more mice dice in your castle, the more money you'll earn. There will be a special castle builder mode for the landowners, where you'll be able to organize the layout of the castle map and buy some assets like traps, environment props and even unique bosses to customize the look and feel of each room. On early 2023, they are planning to expand the game to some kind of tower defense, where players will be able to send attackers to take down other castle while defending their own in real time. But that's a far future, which is still going to be decided by the Mouse Hunt DAO. The devs have many other ideas which they would love to implement if the community will share their enthusiasm. Okay, since we are not gentlemen, let's talk about the money now. How can you exactly make it with those tiny mice? There will be a few ways. First one, just by playing. At the beginning there will be only PvE single player mode, called Lock and Load, released in March, where you'll be playing as a mouse hero and try to steal the treasure from the castle. If you die, well, you're dead and the game is over. But there will be also autoplay or offline farming mode, allowing you to send your mice to make some money automatically. Each of them will have energy bar depending on the rarity, to show their exhaustion. The more rare the mouse is, the more energy it has. If it runs to zero, the mouse will have to rest. But that's not all. If you own a castle, you'll be able to upgrade it to increase energy recharge rate. There's also a cool synergy system allowing you to improve your mice performance by creating a team with the same personality trait. For example, if you have a sneaky mouse, another one with this sneaky trait will be really helpful. Second way of making money will be introduced with PvP mode in Q3, and this will be the main gameplay. 3 players will start as mouse heroes and 1 as a ghost. As a hero, you want to get as far as possible in the castle exploration and loot many chests on the way. As a ghost, you want to kill heroes as fast as possible and also with style to earn some more points. Each match will have a fixed pool of MHT and MCheese tokens to distribute between all the players, so even if you really suck, you'll still get something. The amount of tokens depends on the league you're playing in, so the higher the league, the higher reward you can get. Third way to earn will be owning a castle and letting other mice heroes die in it. The more deadly it will be, the more money it will make. Fourth way to earn are daily missions, which we don't know much about yet. And finally, you'll be able to rent your land and mouse heroes to let the other players do this dirty job for ya. And there will be also breeding, but we don't know anything about it yet, except that it should be implemented after the land and MCheese token. Let's talk about the economy. As you already know, there are going to be 2 tokens. MHT, which stands for Mouse Hunt Token, and it will be deflationary with limited supply of 100 million. The main purpose of this token is to become a governance token that represents financial stake and voting power in DAO when staked. But it will also be used to breed legendary NFTs and upgrade castles. At the beginning, it is going to be the main reward in Lock and Load game mode. But as the time goes by, the rewards will decrease and later on only the best players in each league or the ones with the most rare NFTs will get a chance to earn it. However, the team would like to focus on esport as well, that's why they plan to make many championships and live events, which are going to be great opportunities to earn it. The other players will have to be satisfied with MCheese token, which is inflationary with infinite supply. The main use of this one will be upgrading and customization of hero, ghost and castle NFTs, as well as breeding. As you can see in the white paper, the token distribution is really transparent. You can even check the wallet addresses. The cool thing about it is that the team has those cliff months, so it's a good sign that they don't want just to pump and dump. And now check this out, they even have an audit from OXGuard. How cool is that? However, there is one medium severity issue, saying that if someone would like to buy the token, they could set the allowance to the smart contract to 0, so the buyer wouldn't be able to claim them. But despite the fact that they haven't done it yet, Here's the answer from the team, basically saying that they'll do better next time, and since they want to be totally transparent, they even gave the information on how to check this contract by yourself. As I've mentioned at the beginning, the game is built in Unreal Engine 5 and they are using Amazon Web Services, so no matter where you're going to play from, you shouldn't be too laggy, which is really important in this game. They are also using cross-chain technology, so if you are not happy with BSC, they'll give you a chance to use different blockchains soon. Another great thing is that the game will be cross-platform, released on Windows, Mac, Android and iOS. You'll be able to log in using your Facebook, Discord or Epic Games account, but that's not all. They want to release free-to-play game for non-crypto community to convince them that the game is so awesome that it will be better to switch to the blockchain version and earn some cash. Okay, let's get to the team, but first, a little bit of development history. The game was born in 2018 and it got to the finals for the Game Pitch Championships. After that they were introduced to a few publishers, but the deals were savage, so they decided to go to work and finish the game by themselves. What obviously took some time, and the first release will be in March this year. That's why the team is constantly growing. At the beginning there were less than 10 members and now we have over 20, and they are still hiring. I like the fact that they are not afraid to show their faces and real names, and you can confirm that on LinkedIn profiles pinned under every team member. Like for example the CEO. As you can see, he was really working on games like Halo or Mouse Hunt 3 years ago. But if you sniff around the net, you can find other informations confirming that they are telling the truth about themselves. But look out and don't dig too deep, because when I was trying to find something more about this gentleman, I found the big cooker bit. But it can't be him, right? Oh shit! Fortunately the game looks amazing already, so even if that's the same guy, I'm happy that he's doing his job, fulfilling his tasks. Lastly, I have to mention Mr. Yeli, who is a senior economist, and you can find some of his work on the web. And the cool thing about him is that he was hired especially to take care of the token economy. So as you can see, it looks like they really know what they are doing, and I really like it. Finally, let's have a look on the community, which, spoiler alert, is quite big already. They are posting almost every day on Twitter, but followers are mostly liking those posts instead of commenting. So it might look a bit suspicious at first, but when you actually check who's following them, you'll see some known profiles like Alex Becker, CDFI and few others. If you scroll down to check regular profiles, they seem to be legit as well. The Discord channel has 80,000 members and there is a lot going on. I think you can find most of Twitter followers over here. Just check those reactions. Everybody is really helpful and you can find nice mods ready to answer all your questions. Okay, you know almost everything about the project, and if you have stayed with me till now, I have a super spicy news for ya. There is a big event coming up this Friday, 25th of February. They call it minting, but actually it's not the mint you would expect. It will be the opening of those boosters, hero packs, whatever. So if you have them, good for you. But if you don't, you still have time to get one. Trust me, it's worth it. Ha! Gotcha! Don't trust me or I rip your pants off. Always make your own research. However, if you want, I'll tell you why I think it's still worth it and how to get in. First of all, we are still really early and it's always good to be one of the first ones. If you don't believe me, ask your girlfriend. Now listen up. Next month they are releasing the game and people will start to earn the MHT token. As you already know, the sooner you start doing that, the better. After the land sale and PvP mode release, I believe this game will explode. At least the team seems to do whatever they can to make it happen. Now look at this chart. The MHT token was already worth almost $3, but now it has dropped below 1. People were buying those boosters for $30 before, but as I've mentioned, they were first, so it's better for them. Fortunately for us, some of them have shit their pants and now are selling those boosters for around $40. It all depends on the rarity you're interested in. So all you need to do now is to go to the Mouse Hunt website, swap your BUSD to MHT token, grab some NFTs from the marketplace and thank me later. And see seriously, if you are as hyped as I am about this project, calm down, take a cold shower, jerk off or whatever, but don't ape in. There are two reasons I decided to buy my mice. If it comes to money, I think it's a long-term investment, but I don't expect any fireworks. Secondly, and most importantly, I just really can't wait to play this game, because I know it will be so much fun to kick my friends' butts. But, as I've already mentioned, if you want just to play, there is no need to pay for it, as it will be released as a free-to-play game as well. Okay guys, I'm done. See ya.